And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And there's a lot of things going on this weekend and next weekend, a couple of weekends ahead, and I wanted to let y'all know about it. And I've told you before, the Chamber of Commerce has a website, www.clevelandchamber.com, and in the upper left-hand corner, there is a One Community, One Calendar. And you can go on there and look and see what events are coming up that have been listed on the calendar. Now, it's not the Chamber's responsibility to run out and find out everything that's going on. It's your responsibility to put things on that calendar, and you don't have to be a member of the Chamber to list things on the calendar. And we encourage you to go on there and put your event or your activity, your club meeting, whatever you want to put on there, because that way, when you're planning and scheduling events, we don't have two or three things going on at the same time, which we're going to have this weekend, and I'm going to tell you about. But I also want to remind you, Gerald Hodge was on with us last week from the Overhill group in Etowah, and he also talked about the train rides, and everybody loves to ride the train. And so you can call, this is a Chattanooga number, 894-8028, or you can go on to tvrail.com, TennesseeValleyRail.com, tvrail.com, and check out their schedule because they've got a lot of great trips. This is about to be the time of year where the foliage is going to be great, and you may want to go see the pretty trees changing in the mountains, and I think that would be great. Now, Cleveland State is doing their Reconnect, and we're getting right down to the wire on this, folks. So if you are interested, and this is for people who got a high school degree, maybe went 1 year or one semester to college but never got a degree from college, married, had children, and now you'd like to come back and get a degree or a certificate in some area, so you can call over at Cleveland State, 478-6217, and ask for Natalia Williams, or you can go to nwilliams at clevelandstatecc.edu, and they can help you walk you through this. Now, let me tell you about a new class they're offering there. And I think this is going to be interesting because some of our work-study kids might want to take this. It's the history of the recording industry, and it's going to be offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 until 10:20. And this class is designed to transfer. So you can, if you take this class and you want to go to MTSU or someplace like that and do some further studies like our Bryce is doing over at MTSU in the video program over there, then that is something you can do. Now, you can call 472-7141, extension 230, if you want to do this. Now, today and tomorrow are the last 2 days to get into this class, unless there's still some openings, and the class starts next Monday. So you want to be sure that if you're interested in that class, that you call over there, 472-7141, extension 230, and see about that. Now, Cleveland Pops is preparing for their 2018-19 season. They have 5 concerts planned. 4 of them will be on the Cleveland State campus in the George R. Johnson Theater, and then the 5th one will be out at the Greenway, hopefully. They got rained out. They had 2 performances scheduled and a reschedule at the Greenway, and they got rained out this May, and I hate that. But they rehearse every Monday night from 7 to 9 in the band room of Cleveland High School. Now, folks, if you have an instrument and you played this instrument in high school, and maybe you've picked it up and maybe you've never picked it up again, but you think you might be interested in doing this, this is a great opportunity for you. I did it for a while. I played last chair flute. I didn't care how many flutes came in. I was going to be last chair. Sometimes there's 3 parts, first, second, and third part flute. I played third part if there was a third part. If not, I played second. I didn't want to be first chair. I didn't want to sit up there and have the solos. I didn't want to do any of that. I just went for relaxation and something to do. So Monday nights, starting tonight, from 7 to 9 at the band room at Cleveland High School. And you go around to the back of Cleveland High School and just kind of follow on around and you'll see the band room. But this is a great opportunity for people that might enjoy just doing something like that. So, encore classes at Lee University. There was a great ad in the banner yesterday about the encore classes. They started registering on August the 20th, and it will go through September the 4th, and Bethany's going to be on with me next week so we can talk about these, because these fill up quickly, folks, and you can take 2 courses for $25. So the phone number to call is 614 8598, or you can email her at bmccoy, McCoy, at leeuniversity.edu. And they offer great things. Now, here's some of them, and they may have filled up. This first one I'm going to say is probably already filled up because it fills up faster than anything. Tennessee in tennis shoes. You get to go off campus and visit a lot of the historical sites in Tennessee. The French Revolution, Heroes and Villains, Emerging Church Movement, Conversations 1998 to 2018, iHouse in the iWorld, Basic Computers, Basic Word and Excel, The Jacob and Joseph Cycle in Genesis, Family Dysfunction and Renewal. That one could be really interesting. The Lee University Choral Union. I sang in that one time when they opened it up to the public and had the adults in there. I really enjoyed it. So that is something that you might really enjoy. Here's one that I think sounds interesting. And I have no idea who Sheriff Longmire was, but it's the Sheriff Longmire Mysteries. And I know we have Mysteries, Legends, and Lores coming up in October. That might be something we need to look at, Dwight Richardson, about the Sheriff Longmire Mysteries. Then the Great War, which is WW1, 1914 to 1918, the Centennial at Lee, the History of Catholicism, and Medicine in Art. Medicine in Art. Doesn't that sound interesting? I think it does. So that's the encore list for Lee University. You have to be a senior citizen to take those classes. 2 for $25 gives you privileges. You have a student ID. You have student parking. You can use the student library. You can go to all the student functions. So I think it's a great opportunity. So like I say, Bethany McCoy will be on with us to talk about that. Now on September the 8th, Cleveland's Got Talent is coming up. And the reason I'm telling you this now is because auditions are going to be held Thursday, August the 23rd, in the George R. Johnson Theater at Cleveland State. There's a $10 audition fee. And for more information, you can go to, it's right up there on the screen. Great, because I hate reading these emails off to you because they just are awful to try to read sometimes. But this one is up there on the screen for you. And some of you all that have talent, and we have a lot of talent in Bradley County, so you all may want to do this. Now, also Thursday evening, the 23rd, from 5 to 7, we're going to celebrate Mayor Tom Rowland at the Museum Center. And the City of Cleveland is cordially inviting you to celebrate his retirement. It's not that we're happy to be getting rid of him, but we do want to recognize the fact that he has been our mayor, I think as long as I've lived in Cleveland, he's been the mayor. So we want to be sure that we recognize Mayor Tom. I won't be able to go that night because on the 23rd I have 5 meetings, and that's not one of them. And I'm so sorry, Tom and Sandra, I won't be there, and I will miss seeing y'all, but I love you both. Now, the Athens Theater is presenting To Kill a Mockingbird. They did it this past weekend, and they're going to be doing it on Friday and Saturday, the 24th and 25th at 7:30, and on Sunday at 2 o'clock on the 26th. Adults are 15, students are 10. Now, there's a parental advisory on this, and it says, we are artistically and contractually obligated to perform the text as written, which includes strong language. Please ensure you are familiar with the contents of the show before purchasing tickets for a young child. So just remember that, folks. But this is in the Black Box Theater in Athens. They do great presentations up there, folks. Now, Roland Reed is going to be on the Greenway Saturday. Had Dr. Cash on. Bradley schools are participating. Cleveland City schools are participating. There'll be a lot of different stations along the Greenway. It's going to happen right there in front of the Church of God headquarters on Keith Street on the Greenway. Don't stop on Keith Street. Come on up to the parking lot, and there's a lot of activities that's going to be going on. Children are going to be read to. They're going to get a free book, get a stuffed toy. They're going to make bookmarks, and it's just going to be wonderful, folks. It's about a half-mile stretch there, so it's easy walking, level ground on the Greenway, Saturday from 9 till noon. Now, if you want to get up before that, Junior Achievement Race to Achieve will be Saturday morning. It's a 5K race and a 1K walk, and it's the Terra Running Company is doing this, so this is a sanctioned run, folks. So those of you that want points or however it works with runs, I've told you before with tennis, I love playing sanctioned tournaments because it gave me a state ranking, and that was great. So that's what you need to do if you're a runner and do this, but this is a sanctioned tournament. So go by Terra Running Company this week and see about signing up if you haven't already. I will be there. I will be there at 7:30. I will not be running, okay? But I will be there because I will be supporting junior achievement. Now, the cannery, and I had Mary Ann on with us, and she told us all about the cannery. And, you know, we are the only cannery in the state of Tennessee that does the glass jar canning. She said there's another somewhere in the state that does the canning, which how in the world you do that, I don't know. But anyway, this is a marvelous facility that we have. It's out on Peerless. It's behind the recycling place when you take your cardboard and your newspapers and everything. It's a little building behind that, and they're open Tuesday through Friday, and I think maybe even on Saturdays. And you just take what you need, and they'll show you how to do it. Jars, take your tomatoes, take your green beans, take your corn, take whatever it is you want to can. They are fabulous out there, folks. And so they're going to have an open house Saturday from 10 until 2. And I'm not really sure about this, and I may need to call the county Parks and Rec this week and find out about this. But it says $10 special day of open house. They're going to have arts and crafts. They're going to have the Rada cutlery and knives available, which are great. If you do anything in the kitchen, which y'all know I don't do a whole lot, but if I have to peel something or slice something, I get those knives out because they are fantastic. They're also going to have canned food available. They can things there. They brought some, when Mary Lou was on with us the other day, she brought some jellies they have made. I even bought biscuits, you know, the canned biscuits, just 5 in a can because there's just me. But I bought those, and the jelly was wonderful. It was grape jelly, and it was so good. So that is going on Friday also from 10 to 2 at the cannery. And you just might want to go by and just say, I've never seen a cannery. I just need to see what this is. My husband and I used to can. In fact, he did all the canning. I did the cleaning up. But we did it at home because we had the equipment we needed to do what we needed to do. But a lot of times you don't have the equipment at home, or you don't want to do it at home and make the mess. So go by and look at our cannery and see what a great opportunity this is for our county because, like I say, we're the only one in the county that does the glass jar canning. And from start to finish, you do it right there. Now, also on Saturday will be the Main Street Cruise-In around the square from 1 to 6. This event is free. And we have as many as 600, 700 cars down there, folks, not just around the courthouse. We have to spread out. We have to go on out, I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks. But anyway, it's a great event, great time. Just walk around and look at some of these cars because some of these cars are fantastic to reminisce about. I know when I was in high school, I had a 1964 and a half Mustang. And do I wish I still had that car? Yes, I do. Because I have no idea what that 1964 and a half Mustang is worth today. But then I also later on had a 67 Corvette Stingray. So do I wish I still had that car? Yes, I do. But, you know, those are things that happen, folks. We get those things and we sell them. So, and we think we trade up. Not sure we do. All right, the Cowpea Festival is coming up in Charleston on September the 8th. Melissa Woody from the Chamber, from our Tourism and Development Division of the Chamber, will be here with us to tell us all about the Cowpea Festival, parking, vendors, everything you need to know about the Cowpea Festival. She'll be on to tell us about it. This Bush Beans are one of our sponsors, and it's all kinds of cowpeas, folks. The black-eyed peas, and she'll tell you all of them. She can name them all. And so that is in Charleston on September the 8th. Now, the Light the Night Against Opioid Crisis is going to be that evening, Saturday the 8th, from 6 to 8 at the Greenway Stage. And Dr. Cash and I were talking about this, that 14 students we have that are unplugged, which are trying to get kids, our students, unplugged from whatever they're dependent on. And that doesn't necessarily mean drugs, folks, but a lot of us have a lot of dependency on things, and we want to unplug people and be sure that they are unplugged from these things. And quickly, because Alex says I have 52 seconds, East Cleveland School Reunion will be September 15th at the Bradley High School cafeteria. Social and video will start at 6 o'clock with a meal to follow. Tickets are available, but you need to have a ticket. And I've told you all this before, folks. If we serve food, you have to let us know you're coming. We cannot just go in there and invent a spaghetti dinner. We have to know how many spaghetti dinners to plan. It's been a great day in Nancy's neighborhood, folks, and I want to thank you all so much for being with me today. So for now, bye-bye from Nancy's neighborhood.